House. I'm here now. Here's Mr. I'm here. Go. I'm here. Okay. Go. Well, the young man could got the little bit of championship. If it's not for Warren Wayne's left it up in the corner here because he had battled with leukemia and now battle in COVID 19. Possibly he cannot battle with the poor Vic Knight or for 20 for that matter. But I know that's a place to get to the Fiend Bray Wyatt. What is going on here? Woman, you gotta forgot something here. Why do you got her in a bind? And that's why I'm said we haven't seen before in this show before. Braun Strowman should have not messed with the tag with attacking partner, so that's the rest tries to overlook. I mean, I know that the rest might be a tag partner from mixed tag team sounds, but you got to let they all go off here. I mean, you think Braun Strowman and the rest have a sexual relationship going on here? Nah, none of that can happen. The Fiend takes on Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. That work up the squad deal, but only gonna be a whole nightmare because it's gonna be a theatrical, like a new release from the also a swing Wolves scope fight. But it's exactly a match that can be bad enough for the eyes. So when Alliance Universal title feud goes all the way. If you could only add attention to the whole war that's going on between both Braun Strowman, and the Fiend. I mean, the Fiend almost tried to put the man with claw on Lesser Bliss. What's wrong with the Fiend? I mean, he does bring that here because Braun Strowman is now looking like a bow version of Sinski for that matter. Another one man was Universal Champion, but bravely the scoring war could continue into the wing. And I tell you folks, if I knew what was going on here, if we started listening to the WWE fan before and stop acting like I was pregnant that man here, he could be stopped. He must be stopped.
And now, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Now you asking for something here. Now it's about Braun Strowman in that legal part. Well, Jericho, you are wife with our boy here. We understand that even though that season 12 will begin with a new idea, Braun Strowman could be the biggest man that we ever talked in before. Yeah, I think he's ready to be ready for bad match. I mean, he's done with bad match before, and also good matches here has to deal with facing Bray Wyatt. Well, that's a saga we understand it here. The first one was in the Money in the Bank for the Universal title. He defeated the Funhouse Bray Wyatt. Then that House of Swing Rules, he has there been lost to the World Bray Wyatt in the swamp. Now we go up against the Fiend Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship. But there's one problem. Braun Strowman is completely saved with his head bowed. He's not gone from babyface to heel turn. Guess what, Jericho? Braun, don't be acting like a same old monster before. This is not you. Of course, it was you because you were the champion, and anyone else want to know what you've been doing here since that time you turned. Since the time you ran on like the last right on SmackDown. Yeah, folks, I know about that here. Well, That's true. What? You don't understand of how much folks we're gonna send out here? Well, none of the thing gonna send out here. Now, folks, want to make it clear. Well, we need to keep on going here. I mean, if the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt feud continues to escalate into a war at SummerSlam this Sunday night, it looks like Summer will become a bummer for both of these monsters. Indeed.
It's time for commercial. Time for a quick commercial.
Alone at last with my fruity-licious pebbles. A mermaid? Give me back my fruity pebbles. Honey, Bonnie. I saved you. Now give me my pebbles.
Anybody for a quick bite?
Hulk's Fruity Pebble cereal. On this good breakfast.
Okay. Yeah. Oh! Down here, I'm wondering if a cowboy and a sandbag here. This is bad, folks. This is bad. Braun Strowman is now the Universal Champion. He's going on the Sanders here. I mean, certainly he became Intercontinental Champion, but he became the Universal Champion and now just down with superstars Evan White here. Right here. He beat Bray Wyatt in the Universal title at Money in the Bank. He defeats The Miz and John Morrison in the handicap match at Backlash, the greatest fight, the greatest match ever. And at the House of Spring Wars, he then lost in a non-title swamp fight to Bray Wyatt. Now, Braun Strowman is now beginning to transform himself into a specific monster, and now he's turning on to SummerSlam to fight the Fiend Bray Wyatt for the WWE Universal Championship. So now we got the Fiend, the Yellow Wells, and the Mark White Funhouse host coach following Bray Wyatt against his creation, the Universal Champion Braun Strowman. Now, the Monster Among Men against the Year of Worlds. This rally can turn into a more likely a sweet fight. You know what I mean? Okay, cowboy. What does that have to do? Well, kind of understand the point here, but I'm still hoping that Braun Strowman does not gain weight for a bad match. I mean, certainly he's been seeing so good so far. I mean, you know what else a place and mixed match sizes. But last night on SmackDown, Alexa tried to calm down her friend. It seems like she's trying to calm down the beast. You know what they say? Say, beauty will soothe the beast. It's not what's going on here. Yeah, hello. What? Is anyone coming here to the saloon? What? Is he here when you announce it? Well, hello man. Who's at the bar this time? only the best man we have in the clients here. The UFC Navy Commanding General Island. Thank you, sir, cowboy bartender. I heard you managed a problem with Braun Strowman. Now the Universal Champion has now channeling his inner monster. And now Russell Bliss tries to shoot down the Savage Beats, but fails. So I did think that Braun Strowman would have manhandled Bliss like that. Yeah, and you are exactly right here. Turns out, so the fans at home are watching Braun Strowman manhandle Bliss like that and try to throw him off the wing was pure genius. But he nearly stopped by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. From the Fiend Bray Wyatt, that's the Bliss from the new Monster Among Men. Don't you mean the bar sadistic Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman? He has gone back to his old monster's ways before he joined Bray Wyatt at the Black Sheep. Perhaps he's gone back to the Black Sheep. Exactly my point here, cowboy. I hate to kind of understand you folks here, but it reminds me of the time that King Kong climbed up the Empire State Building. What does that have to do with this here? What? How does that have to do with Braun Strowman? Well, you see that? Imagine King Kong going up the Empire State Building. Instead of carrying the Anne, my friend Faye, he's carrying this Bliss. And then the Fiend Bray Wyatt called the military, the army, for some reasons, and then shoot down the Monster Among Men. And then he falls up the center of the wing, won't for that matter, and just slams him with the alligator, and then, with his history set itself here, he wins the Universal title. Yeah, that's what I say here. A good old monster payback. Without settle for worse. See, say I. Well, what does that have to do with it here? Until then, the Emperor comes in and shoot down Braun Strowman like he's King Kong, and then far off the Empire State Building and actually kills himself. And I said it before. What? Why did you say it before? It wasn't the airplanes that killed the beast. It was beauty killed the beast. Oh, and the fact of the matter here, the monster tried to throw off the beauty, but it was the Fiend that saved beauty from beast. Well, that's a clear classical mistake.
Ooh, oh boy, we got the birds still mixing in with the bats. Not a good sign, not a good sign. Not a good sign. I don't know what that would mean, but the bird back there at the saloon.
Well, folks, I don't know what you got to say here, but I'm saying that show tonight really packs up an idea mess here. But I tell you, folks, we understand that Braun Strowman might be a monster than now, but let's wait for tomorrow. We're finally going to talking about Chris Tucker. So that's the news, and I'm off here. Hasta vista, baby.